angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
And boom, episode 50. Now, I know my YouTube and my Buzzsprout, well, that's the, the platform that everybody hears this on everything. So, like, if you just hear me, they said I was episode 50 2 episodes ago. But to me, this is episode 50. Like, there was one I did, was like the lost episode, and those didn't count to me. There was 2 like that. So those didn't count to me. So this is episode 50. 50 episodes strong, and we still going. We still going. And numbers are still building slowly, but still building. So I am grateful for that. So no big shebang for this episode. They say you do it on episode 100. Episode 100, I'll do something big. I just don't know it yet. But knowing me, it'll be something cool, Anyways, so it is Sunday. And by the time this comes out, I will be in Pittsburgh. Now, this is traveling for work. And I always wanted to travel for work. And it was like a big dream of mine. I was like, damn, I want to be in a company where I'm always traveling. But when I said that, I was expecting places like Dubai or fucking, Australia or any part of Asia, something like that, right? I'm going to Pittsburgh. And not to shit on the town of Pittsburgh, but I'm just not excited for that. So, and then buying a ticket for it and then booking my hotel, like buying my ticket was like $500 to fly out to Pittsburgh. I'm like, what? I was like, man, I can go on some island for less than that cost. But, anyways, traveling to Pittsburgh for work. So, by the time this come out, I'll be in Pittsburgh, sweating during the meeting. Because, I don't know what is it with meeting rooms. Sometimes it's just, no matter how cold it is, you're still sweating in there. It's probably the nerves or something. But anyway, yeah. So when this comes out, your boy's nervous in the room, probably, stuttering like crazy. Can't get my words out. So, but yeah, I'm doing it on Sunday, my normal time, not during the week, during work. So I would get distracted, I'm more comfortable now. I don't have to worry about, oh shit, did somebody email me? But speaking of work, so my job has just decided to end the whole, fully remote. We're doing hybrid, but it's getting to a point where, and we all knew this was happening, where even hybrid's going to go soon. It's just going to be all back in the office. So right now we left the fully remote phase and we're going to the hybrid phase. So, today, like I got to do things like, actually do things like, cause I got to be in the office for 8 hours. So I'm like, no, you do your hair, you do your, I do my nails, everything, so you don't look like a fucking crazy person going back to work. And, I got to put on some outfits. I haven't put on some outfits in a while. I got to try on some outfits, iron them, because I feel like I'm like the last person who irons clothes these days. Yeah, iron them, have them ready, pack a lunch, because I don't want to be. This apparently we're moving into a new building, so none of us have been in this new building. So I don't know the area. I don't know what's around. Plus, I don't want to order food. Going out to order food, I could do a whole fucking episode on that, and I probably will one day. But I might have thrown that in there. Like there is a thing where it is a pet peeve of mine if somebody throws in order. If I'm going to get some food and somebody's like, "Oh, can you get this for me?" I'm already upset. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I get upset easily. Even you could be my great friends. And if you like, oh, can you order this for me? Because if you don't have a simple order, I'll say this, all right? Even to great friends. If you don't have a simple order, then I'm pissed. All right. If you don't have just, let me get a number one, with cheese and a Coke. If you're one of these people, I'm getting number one minus the lettuce. I need 3 tomatoes, dash of onion, all that. If you're one of those peoples, I don't like you. And you could be a great friend. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, fuck your order. And I won't be that friend that I'm checking your stuff like that. I'll say that goofy shit and I'll be mad that I have to say all that. And if you get it and your order's wrong, then you should have went out and ordered that crazy shit. So anyway, yeah, I think I've done something like this before, but yeah, it's always been a pet peeve of mine since I got into this, work industry. If somebody's like, "Oh, can you order me?" I'm like, "Nope, nope, just come with me. Just come with me. We go together. You order your crazy shit, I order my crazy, because I already have crazy shit. I'm that type of person. Honestly, I ask for specific things. I might say, "Hey, I want this minus the bun, add this and this." So my order is complicated already. I don't need too complicated orders. But anyway, moving on from that. So yeah, I got to pack a lunch today. I got to do all that stuff. Get ready, get gas. I already got gas in the car. I want to wash it, so I don't, I'm barely using my car, so it's just sitting in the driveway. But yeah, it's a little dirty. So I got to go to the car wash if it's still open. But yeah, man, getting ready for work and all that, the butterflies for that shit, because it's just like, now I have to see people in person and then, have conversations you don't want to have so early. I'm a person like when I go into work, don't talk to me until probably about maybe 10 a.m. I think by 10 a.m. I'm a good person to talk to. I'll carry on conversations and I'll take, you could sit there and vent and I'll take it all in, give my, feedback. But before that, it's just you're gonna get a very me, I'm just gonna be like, okay. I'm not gonna really be paying attention. So if you need like, oh, and I'm never gonna give you the great feedback. If it's before 10 a.m., you're just gonna get like, yeah, 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 maybe you should. I'll just repeat the last thing you say. But do you think I should do this? I'm like, yeah, I think you should do this. And I will give it no thought. So just so you a little FYI, if you want to, get some valuable information out of me or valuable feedback or, a better conversation, talk to me after 10 a.m. 10 a.m. hits, I should be good. I should be some coffeeed in. I should be waking up, getting my mojo going. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not excited about it, honestly. I enjoy this fully remote shit, so I'm not gonna like it probably, to be honest, because I don't give a shit. I keep saying this. I am at the age I do not give a shit, and I'll say this on here, because I got some followings, I got some countries added. I'll say this on here. More than likely, I'm going to quit. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's coming. That's coming. So to the employer, just FYI, you're gonna get that notice. You're gonna get that 2 weeks notice. Like, hey, it's been nice. I'm out. But so yeah. So that's what's going on with me. What else is going on with me? I didn't even know how I got into that fucking conversation. That's weird, right? That's just open up vent time, I guess. But what's going on with me? Oh, so if you guys don't know me, I have bad posture, right? I have very bad posture. I've always had very bad posture. I'm a gamer. So as a kid, I was a gamer. So, we didn't have fucking gaming chairs. You sat on the floor, right? You know, you sit on the floor, kind of like Indian style, and then you hunch over. So I have that, hunch over back. And and for some weird reason, just couldn't snap out of it. So I'm 37 years old right now, and I bought me a fucking posture corrector. I mean, it's never too late, right? I should have did this years ago, but yeah, now I wear one, and it's actually been working. I was like, this is full of shit. Like I always used to say, like I would sit around the house, and, the kid or the missus would be like, hey, fix it, straighten up, or you're bent over, right? And to me, I felt straight. So now with this posture corrector that I got, I'm like, oh, now I know what straight feels like. So right now, like I know I'm a little hunched over, Like this is straight if you guys are watching. But yeah, now I know the difference. Before, like what I thought was straight wasn't straight. So it's been working. And then um they could tell around the house. They're like, "Hey, you seem a little bit taller now." And I'm just like, "Yeah, this shit's working." Like I wake up in the morning, I throw the shit on, leave it on for a few hours, take it off, and then whenever in between, I'm not saying it's the best thing to have on you, but I mean, you kind of get it's soft straps and stuff, but it's just like something you don't want to be wearing all the time. But I've been wearing it, and I was actually gonna wear it on here. But yeah, I'm like, it's never too late. Fuck it, you know. I'm I'm hoping it does correct my posture, and it'll help me with other things in life, like with the you know, even with working out, like, working out, sometimes you have to have a flat back. Like if you're like doing deadlifts, you have to make sure your back is like flat. And I couldn't ever do that because, the hunching over all I had. So yeah, I'm enjoying this purchase. So and it let me tell you, it's working. I've been using it for hours. Like, and when I take it off, I know how it is upright. When I feel myself like getting like, I don't feel as straight anymore, I put it right back on. So it's just, I'm hoping it works. I know it was years to get me out of it, years of bad posture. I don't know if, a fucking month or so is gonna help, but I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna just keep putting it on, and hopefully like a year or two later, it's better. you know. And also, I had bad posture. Honestly, if we're being straightforward here, it was like an insecurity thing, because I didn't want my chest sticking out that much. Because when you have good posture, if your back is straight and solid, your chest pops out right more. You know, your chest pops out a lot. So I'm just like, it was more an insecurity thing. It's like I don't want my chest out there too much. I got man boobs. I'm not even trying to have my chest all the way the fuck out. But this is what we do. I whenever I'm insecure about something, I put it out there. And whenever, I'm scared of something, I do it. So you get over it, right? And that's I used to be terrified talking about shit like this. Now I just talk. This is my daily talking. Yes, I've grown. I just talk about this shit all the time, and then it goes away. You're not that immature about it anymore, or insecure. I said immature. What an asshole. And speaking of that, words. I now do. What is it? Is it dictionary.com? I think it's dictionary.com. I'm doing that now. I'm trying to. I barely speak to people anymore. I don't count the Teams chat or the Skype chat the same thing. And I feel like I'm getting stupider. I told my friends this. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting stupider. So, I have the word of the day. It comes through. I've learned some words. Your boy knows what Stygian means. You guys know what that means. I got Stygian. I got Artiodactyl. I got what I got, what I got, what I got, what I got. Miasma. I know what all that stuff means. I have more, but it's just putting me on the spot right now. And then we at 12 minutes. But yeah, I'm doing that. I love that shit too. In the morning, it comes in. I'm like, boom. What's my word of the day? Remember the definition. Then the next day, I say, all right, the word yesterday was blah blah blah. The definition of that is blah blah blah, and then I check it. So, but yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's like I want a complete turnaround. I want this. I'm approaching 40, so I want by 40 to be, a good year. Weight down, got a little smarter. What else? Making more money. Better all around. So that's what I'm shooting for. So I got 3 years to get my shit together. I think I'm gonna need them 3 years, especially for the weight part. So because the shit is just it just comes off too slow. You know. And I'm gonna do something about that. That's not this episode because this episode I want to talk about something before this is because I'm almost approaching my halfway point. Um, Next episode I want to talk about all these guys these days. Guys these days are taking like TRT and all this other shit. And it's changing them. They're getting back into shape. They're getting that testosterone they had when they were fucking 18 or something. I don't know if that's necessarily good for you. I don't know how much it costs, but I want to talk about that. I mean, I found that interesting. There's a lot of people that I follow that, you know, I'm like, oh, you're on that? Interesting. I get it. But anyways, what I did have on here, I didn't have any of that on here. It just happened. What I did have on here is I don't know if you guys know, and I barely know them, and I'm actually probably gonna Google them now because I don't know who this guy is. And of course he's not gonna put up what is his name? All right, so there's this thing going around. It's what's his name? His real name is Adam Grand Mason. Ugh. Anyway, you guys might know him as Adam22 on his thing. Him and his wife, Lena. She has a interesting last name too. Was there? His last name is Grand Mason. Her last name is Nershishian. Nershishian. Anyway, these two, if you're watching, I'm gonna have their video pictures up anyways. Anyway, they are, he's famous for a podcast. He has a podcast called No Jumper. And in that he like interviews people. I mean, there's always a controversy on there. I mean, there's people always fighting on there, and it's a lot. Anyway, he interviews people, and then she does like all the adult stuff, like she does porn, but it's just with him and women, right? And then they made a podcast together. They made a podcast together called Plug Talk. And in that podcast, they interview, porn star women. And at the end, they tag team the woman, right? So they've been doing that but before then, he's been sleeping around with women with her on, OnlyFans for like years, right? So the new thing that everybody's talking about, and it's like, I don't even follow these people on my Twitter. I do now, but before, like, I didn't follow them, and their stories kept coming up. So, whatchamacallit? So I'm clicking into it, and then like the whole big thing is they got married, right? And then I don't know, she had a talk with him, and then she said, I want to start shooting with a guy. And this guy was a very popular porn star named Jason Love. Now, I went on his Instagram and I regretted it immediately. And you guys are gonna do it because you're not gonna listen to me. Gentlemen, don't go on Jason Love's Twitter. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I mean, everything, it was dicks a swinging, you know? And I was just like, oh, wow, okay. But yeah, I know all of y'all gonna go to his Twitter. After you hear this, all of you gonna go to his Twitter. But anyway, do not go to his Twitter. So, you know, she says she's gonna sleep with this guy. So now it's a big thing, and everybody's like making fun of the guy, calling him a cuck or whatever. And then if you guys don't know what a cuck is, it's the guy who sits in the corner and lets his wife bang other guys. Anyway, so they're saying that's what he is. But like I saw this, it was like a shocker to everyone. That's the big thing. Like even like all these famous YouTubers, they're talking about it, and it's a shocker to everyone. To me, this wasn't a shocker at all. When it happened, I was like, oh yeah, that was bound to happen. And to the people who this is a shocker to, I feel like these are the same people who thought like the fucking Liver King was all natural. There was a lot of people like that because I remember reading the comments when it came out that he was on steroids and all types of, growth hormone and all that stuff. They were like crushed. They're like, oh, I'm so crushed. I bought his supplements and everything. If you thought the Liver King was all natural, you are fucking crazy. When I first saw the Liver King, I was like, he is taking all the steroids. I didn't believe that just eating liver and testicles all day will make you look like that. I know, I've never looked like that, but I know diet, nutrition, and I know working out, and I know I 100% know what that body like looks like and what his body looks like. You need shit. Like I'm saying, like The Rock hasn't see at least The Rock doesn't say anything about him being natural or not, but Liver King kept pushing that he was a natural person. That was his downfall. He was like, yeah, no, I'm taking all the fucking steroids. That would have been different. But anyway, people actually believe that shit. So when people are like, oh my God, I can't believe he's letting his wife bang another dude. I'm like, why? I saw this coming a mile away. And you think it's just going to be this one guy? I guarantee you right now, I'm saying this right now. What is it, episode 50? by shit, the episode 100, she's gonna be with several guys. So I'm saying that now. Watch everybody like, I'm shocked. It's bound to happen, and she was bound to have that conversation with him. She probably even gave him an ultimatum. I mean, like he with her banged like he even said it on one of his podcasts over hundreds of women. So she just wants this one guy, and you think it ends there? No, I tell you right now, this is just the beginning. So, but yeah, it's a big thing, and it's everybody's talking about it. It's on everything, but and this is smart on their half because when she drops that episode, they are gonna make a shit ton of money because it's a buildup, right? It's a hype. It's like a fight when when they really hate each other and there's a buildup, and so you really can't wait to watch it. So that's what they could put any price on there, and I guarantee people pay for it. They'll say, if you want to see this video, $100, and I bet you there'll be millions that pay $100 to see that video. So yeah, they're gonna make a fortune after this. I think even after this, they don't even have to do it anymore. But of course they will, because when you make that much amount of money, you want to keep making that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something not even stressful, it's not like a stressful job. You're having fun. So, but yeah, he's on interviews. They're on interviews together, and I'm just like, why does everybody care? Like, I really don't. It was like another thing. I was like, oh, she's doing a guy. Cool. Moving on. I knew it. People are like getting on him so bad. It's just like nonstop memes making fun of him. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, he's good. All right. This man has slept with hundreds of women in like a month compared to like you go grab like 15 dudes and combine what they do in a year to his month and it won't even equal the same. So he's good. I don't know why people are like getting on him like that, but it's just like, okay. I mean, and she's married to him, so it's not like, she could have not married him and did this shit. So they're gonna be fine with their millions of dollars once this episode drop. I mean, I don't even know when they keep saying like every time I go on Twitter, like 5 more days, 7 more days, but then I keep looking and it's just like, 7 more days. I'm like, damn, I thought you said that 7 days ago. They they keep pushing it back. I don't know if they're waiting for like a certain day, but yeah, they keep pushing it back. But they're waiting back to school, I guess, and drop the episode. I don't know. But yeah, I found that interesting how everybody cares and everybody's just like they're like, "Oh, Adam, poor Adam. He's fine." I mean, this guy, this Jason Love, when you see him, you're like, "Oh, he's going to destroy her." Yeah. But after that, she's going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to be rich, swimming in their fucking millions like Scrooge McDuck. So, don't worry about him. He's fine. I thought that was interesting. This is on everything, man. I saw it on podcasts, on my Twitter, on my Instagram, TikTok. I'm like, you just like mind your own goddamn business. They're just mad. Right. And speaking of TikTok, I had this on here, and I have about 8 minutes. I don't need 8 minutes, but anyway. So I'm starting to see the chefs on Twitter. If you guys see those chefs, those good ones, I'm gonna do videos of the guys I see, so you can see the video while I'm talking. But like where they're making like sandwiches, they're just making meals, right? And they do all the what's it called? ASMR kind of deal and shit. Before, right? Comments used to be, "Hey, what's the recipe? Oh, that's delicious. How long do you cook it?" Comments used to be like that, right? Now, I'm telling you right now, if you are a chef and you're posting shit on TikTok, you are getting all the women right now. All the women are going to these TikTok chefs right now. If you're a TikTok chef or you're thinking about a career move, a TikTok chef gets all the women. Cause now I look at the comments because I'm like, damn, what seasoning he used on that? And I go to the comments and all you see is these thirsty comments from all these women. Like, man, I really want him. I really want his meat or something like that. All this thirsty. It's crazy what they come up with. Like they'll say shit that don't even make sense. They'll be like, "Oh, I want him to bake me at 378." Like, what? What does that even mean? But anyway, TikTok chefs getting all the women right now. The comments are just like, nobody's asking about recipes anymore. I should put that on the screen. Just let you guys scroll and see all these thirsty women comments. I'm like, damn, what they would do for like a steak sandwich is insane. Like I follow a lot, because sometimes I'm like, ooh, I want to try that recipe. And then, I look at the ingredients and the prep time and stuff, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Never mind, I don't got that time. I mean, some of these things, they're like, prep time is 55 minutes, cook time is about 30 minutes, and you're like, oh, nope, I'm out. I'm out. They do it, that you see the TikTok and they do it all that shit in 30 seconds. They're like, and they got the bread and they cut it, and then they bite it, and then you're like, oh wow, I want to do that. And then yeah, when you see the time it actually takes, you just like, no, I don't have the time for that. Or I do have the time for that, but I don't have the energy to, spend 2 hours making fucking, steak sandwich or fish sandwich or whatever the hell they're making right now. Yeah, it's been funny. I just crack up. I'm gonna start laughing at these comments. Like reply at this lady's comment. Ha 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 ha. The thirst is crazy. It is so crazy. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm approaching my mark. This was fun. Holy shit. I spoke about a lot of things I didn't even think I was going to talk about. But yeah. So let's talk about I do want to talk about that, guys doing the, TRT thing. I do want to talk about comedy specials. I want to talk about the Insidious movie. I mean, I saw that. I want to do a review on it. Spoiler alert for the review. I didn't like it. And that's it. The next episode, I'm gonna start off Insidious review. I didn't like it. Moving on, and I'm just move on to the next subject. But yeah, I'll go into detail why I didn't like it, and yeah, that is it. I've actually having a productive day. I've streamed one. I edited an episode. I'm doing this one. Then I'm gonna edit this episode, and right after this, I'm gonna do another stream and then edit that episode. So yeah, been productive. I liked it. All right. So, as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next one later.
Oh, don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.